Thanks, everybody. They told me I could have a 45-minute speech, so we're just going to wait. I've got the slideshow presentation coming down if you guys have a few minutes. No, it's wonderful to be here, and I look around with so many people I know, so many people who have been impacted by dementia, and so many others that just want to give their heart, their soul, their time, their commitment, but even their money in order to support the Dementia Society of Ottawa and Renfrew County. You mentioned Rowan's Law. I know many of you know what that is because brain injury, brain trauma has been very important to me since a young lady in my constituency, Rowan Stringer, passed away. And this week actually happens to be Rowan's Law Day on Wednesday, where we talk about what the impact of concussion can have on a young person. But what we often don't talk about the impact of concussion having on older people is the early onset of dementia and other challenges like mental illness, which I often talk about as not only an advocate but as somebody with lived experience. And so when we start to talk about the issues around our brain and the issues around how it impacts not only those that are suffering from it, but those around them, those who care for them, those who love them, those who provide them with support, it's one in which we have to have a lot more awareness. And I'm pleased that today you were able to raise over $200,000. I think that's a great testament to this community. And when I say this community, the dementia community, but also the City of Ottawa and those who support you. But there's much more to be done. And when I had the opportunity to be both the Minister of Community and Social Services, but also the Minister responsible for the Ontario Trillium Foundation, and I was Heritage Minister, we knew how important it was to invest in community-based care. And with the Trillium Foundation, who supported the hub, the Trillium Foundation was able to give direct money in order to fund a project that will save lives and change lives. But I say this because I've never believed, and I still don't, that government should and can do it all alone. A compassionate society is one where we all step up. And that doesn't mean we just give money. It means we give our time. It means we give our commitment. It means we show up on events like today to walk together. Because I don't know about you, but I have met far too many women whose child has dementia or has passed from dementia, and she is now caring for her husband or partner who has dementia. I don't think 18 years ago when I got elected we talked about that. We talked about a sandwich generation for sure. And we always thought it was the people in their 40s and 50s like me and others here that were looking after our children and our parents. But there are women and men here today that are looking after both. And they're in their 60s, they're in their 70s, they're in a period of their life where they should be retiring and enjoying the fruits of a lifetime of labor. But they're suffering just as much as someone who has an illness. So when you support this organization today and you support this walk, and hopefully we'll be able to increase those funds next year, you're also supporting someone who might need some respite. You might be supporting somebody who might need someone else to talk to with their lived experience. You might be supporting them with pointing them in the right direction for an aid, like a doll, like something that turns off your stove or your oven, like a stuffed animal that will make their daughter or their husband have a much easier day. I'm really, really proud to be here because you define what is the best part of the city that I most love to live in and grow my family and serve in. And today, when you take those walks today, it might seem we've got beautiful weather, thankfully. And it might be that you're with a team like Symphony. And my goodness, if you ever need a cheer squad that wants to go and travel with me, sometimes I could use one. But you're here today for something much bigger. And I think you should all be really excited about that. And I think you should spread the word this week about how incredible this opportunity was today, because you are supporting great work for people who need your help. So on that, I'm going to say thank you very much to all of you who took the time to walk today. Because I can tell you after the pandemic, it's been harder to raise money and it's been harder to get volunteers. And so the next people we want to say thank you to, and maybe we'll get Symphony to lead it off, Thank you to the volunteers that are here today. Yeah, you guys were so good. I heard Cyril Leader wanted you guys out at the first Sens game. And then, of course, I want to say thanks to the board and to the staff for never giving up and never saying it was too tough or the money was too tight, because they never let you know and they never let us know. They continue to keep doing what they do best, which is serving the public. So thank you all very much. Enjoy your day and have some fun.